staring out of his window as the world rushes by. Arthur Robinson closes the glass and replies, a dream of ballerinas. I don't know why I've seen Cadillacs sailing. I was born on the shores of Chesapeake Bay, but Maryland and Virginia have faded away. And I keep thinking tomorrow is coming today, so I am endlessly waiting. And the comet is coming between me and the girl who could make it all clean. Out there in the shadow of the modern machine walks St. Robinson in his Cadillac.
Reporting live over outside Broadcasting Network from Panama City Beach, Florida, I'm Jordan Parker, joined by my lovely co-hosts Liz Willis and Bailee Byers. Good evening to you and welcome to our pre-rally stream. The night before President Trump's Make America Great Again rally here in Panama City Beach. It'll be an exciting day tomorrow. We are really glad you tuned in. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into it. Ladies, are you excited to be here?
Super excited. We haven't been able to see much about Panama City yet. We did see a lot of damage from the hurricane, so that was kind of heartbreaking on the way in. So we are a little somber with that, but hopefully tomorrow it'll be a beautiful day and we'll be able to see some other pretty things, see what has
Darren Rogers, and I graduated from aviation.
Made it through the storm and persevered through that. We're also excited to see just the locals coming out and how excited they are for their president to be here, to be in this community during a time of need. It's been months, but it needs the attention, and I'm glad the president's coming here specifically in Panama City Beach.
Yeah, I definitely think that's going to be a topic of discussion tomorrow. The president has repeatedly accused the Democrats on Twitter of really stonewalling this legislation that would provide $14 billion in aid to the people down here. And you know, when you don't live here and you don't see it every day, it's not your reality. So I think you're a little bit, right, and I think you're a little bit more removed. And I think you had mentioned this, or Liz, you had mentioned this about when something like a hurricane happens, you know, the news stops coming in and you just kind of forget about it. Yeah. You know, there's no like, oh, where are they now? Like, how are everyone doing? Are they getting the aid that they need? So I definitely think that that's going to be a huge point brought up tomorrow. Just going over some rally basics. So the rally starts at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Doors will open at 4, and that's at the Aaron Besant, if I'm saying that wrong. Go for it. Correct me. I'm not really sure how to say it. Amphitheater. It's 70 acres. It's pet friendly. It's going to be, I think, a very, it's going to be a very exciting environment, I think. So really looking forward to that. This is actually the president's 39th rally in the state of Florida since 2015. Wow. So that just gives you a taste of how much Florida has definitely been in the forefront, and definitely Floridians have gotten the attention they deserve for sure. So really excited for tomorrow.
For those of you who are just now tuning in and are curious what we're talking about tomorrow or who we are Right Side Broadcast Network. These are 3 of our reporters. We have a handful of them. We also have 2 incredible cameramen who are behind the scenes right now. We are actually live from our Airbnb. So this is not our studio. It's just somewhere that we're staying, and it's a safe place, don't worry. But it's a way for us. The reason we're live right now, and it may not be the most professional set you've seen so far, we just want to answer questions tonight. So this is kind of like behind the scenes preview of what's going to happen tomorrow. We want to talk to you guys and explain every single detail about what you can expect tomorrow, what time you need to be in line, and what time you think you'll be leaving, how to beat the crowds, and kind of just tips and tricks we've learned along the way to make the best out of a President Trump Make America Great Again rally. They are a lot of fun, so it's not hard to make the best of it, but there are going to be so many people. So my advice is that one thing that not everyone realizes is that the tickets, there is a number where they'll cap it out if you want to get your tickets, but it is general seating. It's not assigned seats. So it's going to be first come, first serve. So you need to be here as early as possible to get in line. And we have seen these lines be over 4 miles long before.
We've
There
watched
are
them.
dozens, we've walked with dozens of thousands of people who are most likely not going to be able to get in. We've seen it happen before. So just because you have a ticket does not mean that you have a seat or even a place to stand. So go ahead and get there as early as you can. You're not allowed to bring them inside, but you'll probably want to bring seats if you're elderly. Bring some waters, bring anything, sunscreen, anything you need to be safe, because you will be out there for most likely a long amount of time. You're tailgating and you are with tens of thousands of other people who want to be there too.
And reports actually indicated as we were coming into the area tonight that there are already hundreds, if not thousands, of Patriots already lined up, tailgating and waiting for tomorrow's rally. They are super pumped to see the president, super excited to see what he has to say in this beautiful part of the country. Aaron Besant Park is actually just a few hundred yards away from the ocean, so it should make for a gorgeous venue. Obviously, as you know, Brightside Broadcasting Network will be covering it in full, uninterrupted, the entire rally, as well as we always do, panning the crowd, showing the lines, the whole 9 yards. We will also be doing pre-rally coverage, so to speak, tomorrow, interviewing people, as we mentioned, walking the lines, talking to Patriots out there, seeing what they have to say and just why they're out here supporting their president.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the coolest things about what we do is that pre-rally coverage, just because, you don't see other networks out there talking to supporters and seeing what the locals think, and that really is something that I think definitely separates us and differentiates us from any other network.
Yeah.
We make sure we talk to those locals, we see what they're thinking, and we really try to, just get on their level, so to speak. So I think that's probably one of my favorite parts. And I think, being that we're going to be right basically near the water on the ocean, I think it's going to be a really beautiful day. So I'm really excited. I think it'll be fun.
So if you're coming, make sure you bring your sunscreen, because it's going to be hot and sunny outside. We don't want any of you guys to get hurt or sunburned. So stay safe, stay hydrated, and make sure you protect your skin, because that's very important.
It is, agreed. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So you're most likely watching on YouTube right now. You might be watching on Facebook, Periscope, or Twitter as well. Whatever you're watching on, just make sure you're subscribed. You all know how it is with shadow banning and censoring conservative news networks on multiple different social media channels and platforms. So we've had many problems before where some people might be subscribed and we'll go live and they don't even get notifications. So just to be sure that we're doing the best as possible, and you guys will get notified when we go live tomorrow when President Trump is in the building. Make sure that you are subscribed. So
click the notification button.
Click the
Share the
notification.
stream, all your friends and family.
Drop a like down below in the comments.
Do everything you can, please, to support us. And if you would like to do a monetary donation, that is huge too, but this is very important. So, it's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Please like the stream, give us a thumbs up, subscribe any way you can, share the stream. This is huge for us. It's huge for President Donald Trump. It's incredible for the country and also the world, because we are one, if not the only network who's honestly here doing honest work, and it is so time consuming. We're not stealing streams. It's so hard and it's so much fun, and President Trump needs us more than anything right now, because we are going to be fighting an uphill battle for this 2020 presidential election. So make sure that you can help us any way you can, and if you would like to do a monetary donation, those are also very important. The reason that's important is because we are 100% viewer funded. That's because we don't want large donors telling us what we can say and also what we can air. When the president speaks, we give you a live, 100% uninterrupted stream, so we're not going to be cutting to commercial breaks, we're not going to be altering it, we're not going to be trying to spin it or edit it to tell you what to think. No propaganda here. You're going to see what's going on. It's real news. Please make sure that you donate. You can do that a couple ways. One of the best ways to donate is PayPal. You can do that by going to rsbnetwork.com/donate. Now, PayPal is a tried, true, and trusted source, so we definitely recommend donating through PayPal. We get about 90% of those proceeds. If you would like to know about another way, YouTube Super Chat is a fun, easy way to donate. Just click that $sign in the bottom right-hand corner of the live chat. Donate absolutely any amount. Ladies and gentlemen, what other ways can viewers donate?
They can also, when they go to rsbnetwork.com/donate, as was mentioned, there's PayPal. There's also a new method that we have added recently where you can donate directly via credit card to us at that link, as well as Patreon. Patreon is a monthly subscription. A lot of people on YouTube like to compare it to maybe your satellite service, whether you have AT&T or Dish or something like that. You pay a normal subscription per month for that service. However, since we are carried on the internet, we don't get that same revenue. So people like to think of it as you're subscribing to Dish or subscribing to AT&T or however you get your regular cable news. Patreon's a great way to make a recurring monthly donation automatic. You don't worry about it. You don't have to go back in every month. It'll just continue taking a little bit every single month and giving that right to us so we can give you guys the best content possible, which is what we strive to do here at Brightside Broadcasting Network. And Bailee, maybe you want to let them know how our content has improved over the past few months with new technology and equipment.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Jordan. So, in the recent months, we've been doing website stuff now. So that has your day's top headlines updated every single morning, Monday through Friday. So definitely be sure to tune into that. I do that writing and I try to keep it concise, but still to the point and informative. Really have enjoyed doing that. If you guys ever have any feedback, you can DM us on Twitter or my work Twitter as well. But thank you guys for supporting us. We really appreciate that. We're also, I've been working on my show, Promises Made, Promises Kept, and that's been really awesome as well. A new episode will air this Friday, and it's going to highlight how the president has chosen to donate his quarterly salary since he took office. So I'll dive into each quarter what that looks like, where the money went, why he donated to those specific government agencies,
that's
something that really
It's
does
so
get
overlooked.
overlooked. And not to say that
100%.
other presidents haven't done that, but he has not taken a salary. Now, I'm not going to give too much away, but according to the Constitution, as the President of the United States, you have to take a salary. So what he does is he takes $1 a year and then he donates the rest of it to a government agency. Most recently, DHS.
So President Trump has taken $2?
What an awful
$3?
guy.
$2 or $3
Essentially working for free,
for
as
his entire
does
time as president.
as does a large
$3.
portion of his administration. Ivanka and Jared Kushner,
Yeah,
I believe they work for free.
Imagine doing all that work for free. I mean, I know that they're billionaires, but
Right.
like still.
Still, that's a
Still, I mean,
hard
that's
job.
dedication. There's something to be said for that. And not to say other presidents haven't done that, but
So
not
you're
to
putting
this
your
level. This is
family through-
unprecedented.
It's not the majority of
Well,
presidents
exactly.
that do
And
that.
It's
this
not
is-
easy. It's not like
exactly.
people love them.
Exactly.
A lot of people are really difficult.
Yeah, so I think this will be a fun episode, so be sure to tune in Friday for that. If you guys have any feedback on that as well, I love feedback, so be sure to let us know as well. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to Life's a Beach. You donated $100. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you
Very
so
sweet. You
much.
said love RSBN. Thanks for letting PCB 24/7 stream anything POTUS. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. So, like Liz had mentioned, going into 2020, we're really gearing up for these elections so we can be on par with mainstream networks, and we can't do that with you and your support. So thank you so much. We really do
quickly,
appreciate
that is PS as in Patriot Soapbox.
Oh,
So
I
that's
read it
actually-
quickly.
Oh.
It is worth a shout out. So that's actually what we were talking about y'all at dinner, going over, everything and how it's just a great platform to be able to work with you guys. So thank you to all Patriot Soapbox viewers out there.
And going off of what Bailee said, I also have a new program that just launched actually today. We had a few technical delays, but nonetheless it is up and running. So we actually have a new podcast. It's Brightside Podcast. A new episode will be airing every single week, tentatively on Monday. This week, the first premiere episode actually aired today, Tuesday, and so that's a platform that you guys will enjoy. I host it. A co-host will be joining us soon, as well as some special guests. Hopefully Liz and Bailee will join me as well eventually. But it's about 30 to 40 minutes long. This week's episode, we covered one foreign and one domestic issue. The foreign issue was the crisis in Venezuela, and the domestic issue was the fiery testimony of Attorney General William Barr. So that podcast episode is live now. Right now you can view it on Buzzsprout, which is a podcast hosting website. You can also view it or listen to it on the Google Play Music Store, as well as on Spotify. And coming tomorrow, all these platforms have to approve the episode to make sure it's, viewer friendly and there's no negative things on it. So right now we are waiting. The last one we were waiting is iTunes approval. So hopefully it'll be on the iTunes podcast app tomorrow, as well as Amazon Alexa. Ask your Alexa to play the Right Side podcast,
That's awesome.
and she will play it for you. So the first episode 1 is called Testimony and Turmoil, as I mentioned, talking about Venezuela and Attorney General Barr's testimony. So we really hope you enjoy that. You can email us at podcast@rsbn.tv to give us any feedback.
We got an email account.
I know, there's a fancy new email account. So you can email us with any feedback you have, suggestions or ideas. As well, we will be answering any viewer questions at the end of each episode, so you can email us questions there as well.
Awesome. So like they just said, just to summarize that so you forget, that was Promises Made, Promises Kept with Bailee Byers, a new RSBN podcast from Jordan. Y'all are doing excellent work, and it's just someone who's fan. I don't have a cool thing, but it's okay. I was just going to say that it is really cool.
She keeps it all together.
Both of y'all have taken these ideas, and sometimes it's really hard to carry that out because there's a lot of, not just self-doubt, but it's just not that, it's difficult to take a dream and make it a reality, so I'm proud of both of you guys for following through with that. And I know some of us weren't even like, podcast. So we were kind of like, turn around, it's going to be another flop, but Jordan was like, no, I'm doing this. So it's really cool to see that, and we had someone come in and interview yesterday for another reporter position, and it's just really, many blessings are happening here. We have Bailee running the website and doing a great job, podcast, we're able to right now have 2 camera guys, so we've got Micah and Gage, and our streams are going so seamlessly, and knock on wood, they're just doing so good, and we are just able to have our team together and do what we love to do and do what we really think this country and the world needs right now. So we're putting out a message that we think it's to get there. We're working hard, and it's cool to see it come full circle because we've had our highs and lows, but it's good, and we're all excited for 2020. So that all being said,
one more donation from Carl Peterson. Carl Peterson said, "Enjoy the show. Popcorn is ready." Well, thank you so much. We hope you enjoy, and we hope you can pull up a seat, grab your popcorn or whatever snack of choice you desire, and be sure to enjoy the President's rally and our live coverage all day tomorrow. So thank you so much for tuning in.
A fun question: what is your favorite road trip snack? So if you're not using
this debate today,
if you're not using the live chat right now, you need to make sure that you utilize it. It's just going to say live chat underneath. You need to make sure that you have an account, and go ahead and drop your comment below what your favorite road trip snack is, and then we'll tell you ours. And I'm giving Micah's as well.
I feel like
it's gross.
You know what your salty one is? What's your sweet one?
Oh, probably like Skittles.
Really?
Just red ones. Just the red ones.
Sour or regular?
Regular. I know you had sour. We spent so much time together, I could almost probably answer these for all of, I could answer so many questions about y'all's
Well, it's
lives.
funny, when you're on the road, you get to know people in a different type
way more than you would.
Probably more than you want to.
When you're sharing that with people.
Oh yeah, so for those of you who don't know, since we are based out of Auburn, Alabama, Panama City is not too far away, so we actually drove here. We did a big old road trip. We did not fly. So we had some wonderful quality together in the car. But to do that, we need your money. So, so these things are not cheap. These things are not free. We all have to get paid. We have to pay for this gorgeous place we're in, and the rental car, obviously, as well as the stream. It's not free to push us down. So if you're wondering how you can donate, there's a few ways, as I already mentioned, but if you're joining us again, you can do that. You can go to rsnetwork.com/donate, or you can donate via credit card, PayPal, or Patreon, or you can do it via the YouTube Super Chat, where you can send us a message and we'll answer it on camera, which is a little $sign at the bottom of the chat. Or if you're old school, you can mail us a check with a nice little note, and I'm going to ask the moderators, to drop the address in Super Chat as well. So those are great ways to get in touch, great ways to support us. We really, really do love hearing from you guys. We were at the studio yesterday going through the fan mail we've received, and it's just so touching to see how many of you guys reach out and support us. We really love to hear from you guys. We love to be able to interact with our audience, sets us apart from some of the other mainstream media networks.
Speaking of hearing from some of them, we have Rev Richmond Lion says wasabi peas, and I want to love them because I love wasabi. So I literally bought them last week, and my dad ate them and was like, spitting. He's like, this is garbage. And I love wasabi. I don't know how I feel about wasabi peas.
Yeah, you had sushi for dinner, and she put like a boatload of wasabi on there.
Hey,
I'm like, no.
Good. Let's see. Lily says hot tamale candies. That's an original.
That sounded kind of sounds
They're
good.
those like red things.
Right.
It
Like
says,
sweet,
like
sweet and spicy.
Like Switch says jelly beans. This drummer says Reese's.
Oh.
Okay,
Should I
get on board
get
with that? Beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
No. Oh, Lord.
Bailee opened her beef jerky in the car.
It stank.
No,
It was good.
It was
good.
Have you ever tried like your dog's beg strips?
What is wrong? Ew.
No.
probably tastes about the same.
Don't eat dog
It
food.
probably
We do
does,
not condone
honestly.
Black jelly beans, yeah.
that. Okay, black jelly. No, liquor black.
Welch's fruit snacks, yes, I could eat
Those,
3
yeah.
of those.
We have
Oh,
another donation
3.
from wow, I cannot talk tonight. Proud Patriot 28, one of our most loyal supporters. Thank you so much. He said, "Can't wait to everyone tomorrow at the rally. Hope you enjoy the Florida hospitality. Thank you all again. Get a Florida sunset if you can. MAGA CAG."
We did on the bridge.
We
coming
did. We
over.
got
We did. It
the
was
last
pretty.
glimpse of the sunset driving in. But as we mentioned, since the rally is overlooking the water, we will hopefully be able to bring you guys a beautiful Florida sunset on camera as the sun is scheduled to set right before the president comes on stage.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, like, when he's speaking, he's gonna be facing the people in his back.
The
will be
sunset
to
will be
ocean.
behind. Yeah, it will.
Okay.
The way that.
Glorious.
That I know.
I know we're going to see the ocean and then like the sun's going to be.
Well, I mean how that compares to having Air Force One in front of mountains.
I was gonna
Oh,
say this
oh,
for me.
yeah.
I mean, I've never been anywhere like seeing the president in front of water. I don't know. That sounds dumb, but it's just a new scenery, so it's
It'll be
cool,
majestic.
you know.
Interesting. Also tomorrow, like we're saying, if you're tuning in, you're wondering what's going on. I've seen someone did say the rally is tonight, so it's not tonight. It's going to be tomorrow night. And he is going to take the stage at 8 Eastern, so that's 7 Central. We are on Central Time right now, and we will be bringing you everything President Trump tomorrow. You guys, we are going to be doing the lines, like, and when I say lines, I don't mean like 10 people outside of like a movie theater.
Thousands.
Tens of thousands
thousands.
of people. We're going to be interviewing as many as possible. So if
How
you're
more
like
so
me and you
here.
just like wonder what's going on in this country, like if you're curious about what's going to happen in 2020, you have no idea who really supports President Trump because some people are afraid to say it, look no further than Right Side Broadcast Network. We will reassure you that this country is going to be fine, but it's really going to be great. Tomorrow we're going to show you everything. Tens of thousands of patriots waiting in line to see their president speak, and maybe some protesters, maybe like 2 or 3 is kind of that number. It's kind of pathetic, but you know, do your thing, and we'll bring you the president's speech, like I said earlier, completely uninterrupted as well, unedited. It will be live. We'll have no breaks. So enjoy it, and it will be one simultaneous stream tomorrow. We don't know the official time that we'll be starting. We'll let you know soon, and we will announce that via Twitter.
And if you, if you're coming to the rally tomorrow, if you're watching this tonight, but you will be there in the morning, and you see us in lines, be sure to flag us down, say hi. We'd love to talk to you, interview you for a brief moment if we can. We love to talk and meet our viewers, so be sure to flag us over, and we'll say hi.
Yeah, I think that's a fun part of it too, just
Mhm.
because like I had mentioned earlier, you know, other networks don't do things like that. It's something that I really enjoy about working at Right Side, just because it is a lot more personal, you know, so we said, you know, meet you guys and come talk to you and see what you guys think. So I definitely think that's a rewarding way of really, you know, interacting with you guys. I think it's a great thing. But in case you're just in, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate all of your support. And in case you're wondering, we are completely viewer funded. So if you're interested in donating, we would really appreciate that. You can do that via YouTube Super Chat at the bottom of your screen, PayPal, Patreon, or rsbnetwork.com/donate. And there you can now use your credit card. So it's a little bit easier, more convenient way of you guys helping us out. So thank you in advance.
100%. We have a few questions. Rev Richmond one said, "Hey guys, I'm in Southeast Washington State. Closest rally, where and when?" This is a good question. We actually get this a lot of when rallies are and where they are. We actually don't know when the next rally will be. They normally only announce rallies about a week in advance to the public, obviously for security reasons, to make sure everything is finalized. So we don't know when the next rally will be or where it will be. Obviously that would be incredible, so we could book travel and such, but there are certain processes that have to be put in place to make sure everyone is safe and all the details go off without a hitch. So you will be the first to know as soon as we know. We announce those via our social medias, which is another great thing to go into of how you can interact with us not at a rally. Our social media platforms are really active. We keep those up to date every single day, talking to you guys, interacting with you guys. So if you would like to follow us or like us, you can go to RSB Network on both Twitter and Instagram. Again, that's at RSB Network on Twitter and Instagram. We are building up we are building up our Instagram. So if you haven't followed us there, please go do that. We show lots of behind the scenes and kind of give you a sneak peek into our role to going to rallies and at the rallies. So it's a really fun way to talk with us. And then Twitter is more of our official platform where Bailee posts all of our fantastic news updates every single day, as well as new things coming from RSBN. And then and then Facebook and Twitter is just Right Side Broadcasting Network. Right Side Broadcasting Network, easy. Make sure you're subscribed or like us and let your friends know so we can continue to grow our platform. You can also follow us each on social media. My Twitter is @JordanParker_. Bailee's is
@Byers_Bailee, 2 E's.
Instagram is my best platform to reach me, so holla at Liz Willis. It's not holla, we're just saying reach me at Liz
it's
Willis.
just at Liz Willis.
Yeah.
So yeah, we love talking to you guys outside of this venue during the weeks. We're not at rallies, so please come and say hi.
Something that was really fun this week was we were able to send out, we reached 2,000 subscribers on our Instagram account, and that is something we're trying to give more attention to and nurture like a little child.
What did we just
We wanted to grow, so Jordan hosted a giveaway. So we were able to send a box of really cool RSBN gear to one of our followers. So we are going to be doing another one, and once we reach 2,500 subscribers, we are going to be choosing a winner. And Jordan will post more about this giveaway later, more details about it. So make sure that you are subscribed to our Instagram at RSB Network. Again, once we reach 2,500, we'll be doing a giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you tell all your friends to subscribe. Go ahead and comment and tag them. Make sure that you're just helping push that forward. It's a way that we're really going to be looking forward to just reaching other brands is kind of the goal here. It's like we just want those numbers to increase. So when we message brands about collaboration, we're taking more legitimately. And that being said, we will be doing some advertisements and starting some different marketing campaigns soon. So if you are interested, or if you have a product that needs some help being advertised, or if you know someone or a company that you think would be a good fit being advertised on our channel, specifically our rally days. So tomorrow, for example, if you paid X amount of money, you could be the sponsor for the entire rally. And it's actually much more affordable than you think. You're getting a deal for the amount of views that you would get. Millions of views, pennies for the views. So email liz.willis@rsbn.tv. Jordan and I will
get in touch with you. This is something we're really working on trying to bolster for 2020. Liz and I have been collaborating on some marketing ideas and advertising. So if you're interested, like she said, in giving your platform a larger platform in the form of advertising on Right Side, we'd love to work with you and come to an agreement that both parties can benefit from. So it's really
it'd be
exciting.
awesome. You'd be supporting us and you'd be helping you guys. So let me know. You can get DM any of us really if you have a company. We talk a lot. So
we also are looking for advertisers for the podcast as well. If you're wanting to do more of a voiceover type of advertisement, you can email our podcast email, as I mentioned earlier, podcast@rsbn.tv, and we'd love to talk to you about that as well.
Awesome. Yeah, and don't let Liz fool you. I know she was talking about the podcast and PMPK earlier. This is our glue. She is like Mama Bear, and she keeps everything together. So just know, like, you may not see everything she's doing, but it's definitely there, and it's a lot of behind the scenes glue.
So
just know that. I'm sure a lot of you probably can,
yeah, sweet.
It makes sense, but just remember that too.
So this location wouldn't be without her. Transportation here would not be without her.
It would have been a smaller car.
Yeah.
We tried a certain car company. We paid for a big car so that since we're not flying, we want everyone to fit comfortably. And our poor Micah was in the very back, and he has just been such a trooper this whole trip. Sleeping on the couch tonight. The one that we're all getting dirty right now, and we look back, and I do it because I'm in a dress, but he had to have like 2 of the seats down. He's in the 3rd row, already in the back, and all the luggage was just, it wasn't even safe.
Which was a different car than we had booked too. We didn't book that.
We didn't book it, so we had to go back. That's a little bit late tonight, and we had to tell him this isn't what we paid for. As politely as possible.
So if you're a car company and you want to sponsor us with the transportation, hit us up. We'd love to work with you.
Yeah, or if Jordan, you want to tell them about your new idea?
Wait.
Oh yeah. I pitched it before, and no one reached out.
I see you hanging out the window.
I would still love to have like an RSBN RV. Like you can have, it can be like Rent Me, like those hideous like Rent Me ones
Have
with
you seen
like.
that movie RV?
Yes, and like it's been my mom's dream ever since to go across the
That would
country
be
in the most
so-
hideous RV we could find.
Hideous.
Did like the ones with the mountains on the picture that says like 1-800-RENT-ME? Like it's like
Oh.
purposely tacky.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't have
Better
to
be
be like
comfortable
that.
inside.
Who cares? It's gonna be better than being crammed in the back of a 3-seater.
Not on hour 18 of a 21-hour cross-country
Oh my
drive.
gosh.
You have an RV.
Try 32.
You have an
I
RV
just
company.
did that.
Yeah.
You can put your logo wherever you want it. Just let us use it.
It'd be like a giant driving billboard.
It'd be like
We could just sell space on the RV
I have
for
very
advertising.
mixed
Honestly, that's-
feelings about this idea.
We can all
That's
rotate
not a bad
driving. There's
idea.
beds in the back, so we can just
We
sleep.
can sell magnet space.
We can be front. We can be in the front of the line. That'll be our studio.
There is like
We'll
a
just
Trump
jump out of there.
bus already.
We
And we can have an RSBN
Kinda,
bus.
I
We can
agree.
park in the front. It'll be super easy to get to the venue.
Micah says no. He's not on. he's
Micah can
just-
have all of his camera equipment super organized.
Imagine how many
Not
cameras
to go
you could.
It
anywhere.
wouldn't work for 2020 when we're doing 3 rallies the same.
We can charge everything
No,
on
but
the
it could work for
road.
like one group.
We'll have the RV
My group.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be interesting.
We'll have like a Trump.
Real
Trump
Frank
area.
in Florida says Micah Messer and waved. So he's waving to you. Micah's
Micah
waving
waves.
back.
If you guys have any questions, like we mentioned, drop them in the YouTube super chat. We'd love to answer them.
Also, don't forget to donate. Let's get those dollar signs going so we can read out some more donations. Super excited. I know that tomorrow is, everyone donates tomorrow. And it's the best way. That is definitely our most like profitable break-even point is going to be tomorrow, especially when Trump comes out. But sometimes it gets so busy that I'm not able to read your donation out. So if you really want to make sure that your donation gets read out loud, do it tonight.
If I have a question, is Micah Messer the same guy that does X-Plane videos on YouTube?
Yes, I
You
am.
play X-Plane too?
Yes, I do.
That's
I love that.
I stream it.
Shadowless.
No way.
Shadowless
Just go to
Night.
my, go to my,
Oh my gosh.
go to my channel.
Shadow-
I've never found anyone else who
Just
plays
become
that.
best friends.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
X-Plane,
You
yeah.
know, I got a yoke and I got rudders
Yeah.
and throttle and everything.
Oh, wow.
Like an egg yolk?
Wow,
Oh my
Micah just
gosh.
lit up.
We need to.
I miss you.
I have a passion.
Me too.
Wow.
Okay, so
And
I
you
feel
might
like
like the
I've been in
Coronado
these
planes.
Step Brothers
So what?
when
You
the
might
two
like
boys
Coronado
fight
planes?
and
Yeah,
they're
nice,
like
yes.
best friends.
Yeah.
One of
I
them
got
is
the
riding
flat
the
pack
garage.
A320. I bought that $90. It cost a pretty penny, but it's awesome. It's a study loader craft.
You want an aircraft for $90?
Oh, that's his other idea.
You
We want
want
a
a fake
plane
aircraft?
Yes, fake aircraft for
for a
$90.
game. We're like now.
I don't
Yeah, you just don't even.
It's
Don't
like the
give me
people
that.
who
I
spend money
spend those
on
eyes.
fake money on Clash of Clans to have money on like, that's what it sounds like to me.
No, it's totally different. See, because ultimately I'm
No, it's
making,
different while you're playing.
I'm
this.
making it on YouTube.
I know what those ad revenues go for.
Basically, the ad revenue I make go right back
Yeah.
into it.
It's
them
fine.
3 years to
If
get-
it makes you happy.
It is. It's a lot of fun. We'll talk later.
Bun420 said can't wait for the rally tomorrow. We can't either. This is something we love to do. Every rally is a unique experience to see the president and to talk to all the wonderful patriots out there. So we are super excited.
Definitely, and I think, because it will be an open area, it's in a park, so there's going to be a ton of people here tomorrow. Lots of, they just became best friends.
This is so funny. I didn't know we're all like closeted X-Plane players.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that.
You're-
Oh, it's so
It's
fun.
Yeah, it's a flight
The
simulator.
graphics
Oh,
are
okay.
beautiful.
They all-
It's just
at
one
night,
game.
So
The lighting
realistic. The
is-
lighting, all the animations. I mean, like
You're
it's-
like in another universe.
How many
right
times
now.
lately have you just felt so left out today?
you guys have been
What?
captaining the ship all day long.
Oh, we were
What?
captaining the ship. Okay, front seat. Yeah.
Hey, what does that have to do with it?
That's literally where the captain sits.
Hey,
It's
that
a
was him.
captain's chair.
Yeah.
No, I guess
Actually,
Gabe's
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
captain.
say all
if you really want to get into it, the captain actually sits behind the navigator and comm officer.
Yeah, they don't actually do the driving.
Well then.
Again, they're the glue.
All hail Queen Liz.
Unless
Somebody
you're the
said,
captain of the
Jordan Parker,
aircraft.
can my kids play that game? Yes,
Yes.
they can. It's a simulator game. It's very safe. Nothing bad about it.
There's-
So Candy Smith, yes, I'm
It's
sure
an
love
E.
it.
So like
Yeah.
Soleil, the movie,
E for
the reason he was like so good is because didn't he like do this in his spare time? He did flight simulations and like had actually practiced
yeah.
You
that
can,
those
yeah.
like
It's
exact
actually,
scenarios.
a lot of times when they're doing ratings, so like for a certain aircraft, to fly a certain aircraft, they'll actually do simulate time. and they'll use these kind of simulators, but the pro version.
If you go to the Delta headquarters, they have a giant room with just
Okay,
massive
let me just see when I'm gonna go to Delta.
full motion simulators. They're awesome.
Yep.
That would be really
You can
cool.
actually pay to fly them.
Have you?
No, I was on a
You gotta think about it.
I was on a tour and it was free.
Yeah, I've done that.
Shout out to Auburn University War Eagle.
They have a good flight program.
A fantastic flight program. They have like all the little planes lined up.
Yeah, they,
That's cool.
I know.
you go there and it's almost like a trade school. And they'll
You'd be a good pilot, Micah.
I
I
can
want
totally see
to,
that.
but it's expensive to start.
You should save up.
I'm working on it.
That in your water heater.
Well, that's already taken care of.
So
Yeah,
then,
I would feel same thing in yours because I know that you would like look at the like checklist and be like,
Oh, I would feel very
most pilots do.
Oh. I'd be like, everyone's good, let's go.
yeah. Relax.
well, if you guys have any questions,
Yeah,
feel
we
free to
should.
ask
I
them.
feel like it's
It's like always a fun dialogue to have. We love talking to y'all.
Yeah, if you guys haven't donated already, you should consider doing that. We really appreciate that. You can do that through the YouTube Super Chat. You can do it through the website with your credit card now, which is awesome and super convenient. PayPal, Patreon, and like Jordan had mentioned, Patreon is a monthly, when you donate monthly, and that will just pull right out of whatever source you attribute that to. So that's an awesome way to do that too. It's how we get to all of these rallies, and we want to continue doing that. You know, it's a really critical point for RSBN right now as we gear up for 2020 with resources, tools, more people. So there's a lot going on here, a lot in the works. And I think we're really excited about it, but it's definitely a process. So thank you guys for your continued support. And as long as you continue to support us, we'll be out here doing it. So thank you guys much.
thanks, Faye. Let me go ahead and pull up the original announcement of tomorrow's event so you guys can know almost everything. You know, everything I'm allowed to tell you. Let's see. Tomorrow's rally is going to be in...
One more question. Lily Hager said, what do you guys think of these states trying to get out of electoral college and go with popular vote? Heck no, not today.
So no for me.
That guarantees Democratic victories forever.
Oh.
Also, that disincentivizes people from smaller states voting
Absolutely.
because in large cities like Los Angeles and New York, which are mainly populated by Democrats, will just run the election every single time. It really doesn't give a voice to the people in Iowa and Nebraska and Kansas that Democrats consider flyover states and don't go to, much like Hillary Clinton in 2016. But those people are really the base of this country. They're the farmers, they're the blue-collar workers that keep us all in business, keep us all going, and provide for so many that most of us don't even realize. So abolishing the Electoral College would really take away a big opportunity for them to have their voices heard and for their vote to count in national elections. So that's my
Yeah,
opinion.
and those candidates too, they wouldn't necessarily campaign in those
Exactly,
big urban
yeah.
areas because, or they wouldn't
They would
campaign
only-
in the,
yeah.
they only campaign, in the big urban areas.
Yep.
So that obviously is a huge problem as well. And essentially, places like LA and New York would dictate presidential elections
Yeah.
for generations. So, I mean, that really, no way. You know, I'm not surprised though because it's typically blue states that want to obviously overturn the electoral college as well. So
Exactly.
not surprising, but absolutely not.
Proud Patriot asked, what about states blocking the president voting ballots if he doesn't release his tax returns? I think the only state right now that's interested in doing that is California, which will forever and always be a tried and true blue state. So go ahead, do it, California, I dare you. See how it works for you. The president's still going to win in 2020 no matter what, and he certainly doesn't need your electoral votes to win, just like he didn't need them in 2016.
Tell him.
Well
Tell
said.
him, JP. Speaking of the president, the Trump campaign announced a MAGA rally for Wednesday, May 8th in Panama City Beach, Florida. This is coming from New York, New York. Today, Donald J. Trump, President Incorporated, announced that the president will host a Make America Great Again rally on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central at Besant. Is it Besant or Besant?
No idea.
Either way.
Bent Park Amphitheater in Panama City Beach, Florida. This is the 39th rally that President Trump has held in Florida, like Bailee said, and this second rally in Panama City since he first began his race for president in 2015. Quote, President Trump looks forward to returning to Florida to share the historic achievements of the administration directly with Floridians, said Michael Glossner, Chief Operating Officer of Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated. as paychecks grow at the fastest pace in a decade and unemployment hits generational lows nationally. Florida maintains one of the strongest economies in the nation thanks to the free market, pro-growth policies of President Trump. So again, if you're interested in attending this, tickets are free. Go to donaldjtrump.com. You can sign up. And that is going to be Wednesday, May 8th, 7 p.m. Central in Panama City Beach, Florida. The event at the Aaron Besant Park Amphitheater in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Also going back to California.
Doors open at 4 p.m.
Sorry.
Done.
Sorry. If you're a patriot and a Trump supporter in California, we'd love to hear from you. We want to see diamonds among the rough. So let us know where you're tuning in from. We have viewers all around the country and even all around the world. So we love everyone who tunes in from all four corners of the globe. But California, if you're one of those brave Republicans sticking it out there, let us know and keep up the good fight. Maybe we can flip that state red.
Until
She
October.
escaped.
I escaped. It's a different world out there.
I need you.
Different world out there.
Now there are some fantastic Republicans there. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is from California. He's a phenomenal leader, phenomenal Republican, and certainly doing his best trying to deal with Nancy Pelosi and the craziness that is the freshman congressman who just continue to run the Liberal Party deeper and deeper into the ground every single day, which you can hear about on my podcast.
So many self-plugs. I love it.
Hey,
It's awesome. Hey, no,
gotta
it's all
boister
we
it
need.
up.
Don't forget to share this stream. Let's get those numbers up.
As Diamond and Soul could say, show Karen.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do it. Share the stream. Donate. Just make sure that everyone knows about tomorrow because the mainstream media really isn't pushing these rallies. I don't know if you noticed that, but if you're watching like Fox, MSNBC, maybe CNN, whatever, but they're not going to be like, your president is giving a huge speech in front of tens of thousands of people tomorrow. It's not. It's most likely, unless it's local news, you're not even going to hear about it.
I mean, you saw how tiny Joe Biden's crowd were. I mean, the press risers at a Trump rally are more packed than Joe Biden's entire audience. I mean, you're not even kidding. Go look up
And
videos.
it's like,
Seriously, there's like 50
I
people
painfully
there.
watched a Joe Biden rally this week, and I'm still deciding if that wasn't like a SNL parody.
No, I'm not
It
even
was
kidding
the
you.
worst thing I've ever seen.
The
I
press,
honestly, I want to do that. I haven't done that.
the press risers have
curious.
more people than an entire
I
Joe Biden rally.
I saw a video like that,
Yeah.
panned
The
fake
crowd.
crowds at rally, but
I call it like
So
a gathering. It's not
A
even a crowd.
gathering.
It's a gathering.
It's about two, it was, I think the latest one was about 200 people.
I mean, these Democratic presidential candidates,
I feel like if I announced
They can
running for
literally-
president, I could have more than 2 people.
they literally host
Honestly,
these,
like-
like,
I'd have 7 at least.
they host these rallies in a house. That's how little people show up, is they can have them in like
Or a coffee shop.
Bob and Sally's living room.
Imagine
And that's just how it
President Trump
goes.
trying to do one of these in a coffee shop.
President Trump has to rent out a amphitheater, like a legitimate amphitheater. Like if this is your first Trump rally you're watching tomorrow, tune in because you will not believe
You really
the
won't.
sheer scale. I mean, this is a full day event.
And it won't get any credit.
It's not like a
It won't
coffee-
be on the news.
no.
I mean, literally, Beto O'Rourke like walks into a Starbucks and some parkour up onto a table, and like 13 people show up and they're all
Eats dirt,
clapping.
and it makes all the news.
I know. I mean, it's really sad.
Someone's DUI.
You could, every single Democratic candidate could hold a rally the same day, and combined would have less than half the people that a Trump rally has.
It's true.
Less
It's
than a
true.
quarter.
Less than I mean, maybe less than a tenth. Who
These are
knows?
like Beyonce numbers.
I mean, Brad Parscale, the campaign manager, said that I think in Grand Rapids, over 100,000 tickets were claimed or something.
I mean, the number, I'm really bad with numbers, everyone knows that,
But
but.
there was tens of,
Yeah,
I mean, 10 to
I've definitely heard that.
15,000 inside with the fire.
I've been,
trucks.
I've been rallies with over 30,000 outside.
Exactly, yeah.
Kenny Smith stated Trump draws crowds like a rock star. And it's funny you mention that because this park is designed for giant music festivals.
What did I call it? Coachella X MAGA
that one.
I put it in the
Magachella.
Magachella.
Trumpchella.
Machella.
Trumpchella.
I like that one, Trumpchella.
We need shirts. Like in
And the funny thing is, speaking of Beyonce actually endorsed Parker Beto O'Rourke, and he still can't get, I mean, you have Pocahontas here, actually. Let's see, let's bring up the polling numbers. I know Joe Biden is, the latest headline is Biden soars, everyone else stalls.
How's he soaring? Like what? No.
He's an old white man, don't you know?
It's fluffy writing.
The former vice president is capturing 40% of the national Democratic primary vote, stretching his lead over second place Crazy Bernie to 21 points. This man is leading him by 21 points. A 4-point improvement in just 1 week. And the Vermont senator, meanwhile, has slipped to just 19%.
We're gonna talk about that, but not on record on employment. That's cute.
Down 8 points, blah, 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 blah. At this point in 2015, Hillary Clinton's national lead over Sanders was 50 points, and she still couldn't pull off the victory. So I don't think old sleepy Joe Biden will either. Uncle Joe. Creepy Uncle Joe. Yikes. Who else? There's some more candidates that are kind of irrelevant, but... Oh, that Pete...
Buttigieg.
He was doing well, and now he's in third place. But still, Biden, the numbers represent double-digit views.
1% of the vote.
It's just, what did I call it? I called it something, I forgot.
Yeah, and
Du jour.
No, I know, but it's just like a crazy rodeo over there. Like no one knows. Everyone, okay, that's a good analogy. Every candidate has their turn on the bull. They ride it for like 7 seconds.
See how long
and
they
they
can
get
last.
bucked off.
Yeah.
The next,
basically. Well, because at first it was obviously Elizabeth Warren, because she was, one of those to announce, and she kind of had her turn, and now we cycle through Harris and Booker and Biden and Buttigieg. And and it's important to note too, these polls are somewhat helpful indicators sometimes, but they're also biased in nature as well. So
true. Oh, here's the numbers. Biden at 39%, Sanders at 15%, Wolf 7%, Harris at 7%, Buttigieg at 6%, O'Rourke down to 4%. Wow. Whataburger Man down to 4%. Yikes.
Different polls though have that very differently.
This is the average though. This is the average across all polls.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Booker, Spartacus is down to 2%, Klobuchar irrelevant, and then everyone else just falls behind. That Castro guy, Julian Castro, he's still running. Yeah, she's up here.
Oh, okay.
Julian Castro is still running.
A lot of these people are wasting their time. I mean, technically all of them are,
yeah, all of them.
But there's a few where I go, you're really, really wasting your time.
What I found funny was that Joe Biden was polling significantly higher than all of them before he ever even announced.
I know. I feel like he did that on purpose, like as a tease. Like he was like, I'm getting all the media attention. Yeah, exactly.
Good times.
Exactly.
Well.
Historically, vice presidents who run as president historically do not succeed.
I mean, and you have the Obama record attached to your name and the disastrous economy under Obama. I wouldn't want to run that tied to me either. Plus
he
all
didn't
those
accomplish anything.
allegations and scandals and weirdness going on. Not for me.
That'll send me for that. I want that shirt.
I wouldn't feel comfortable around him.
Oh, thank you to Proud Patriot 28 for your $10 donation. He said, can't wait to see all the Patriots come out to support our great president tomorrow. If you guys have a chance, hit up Gulf Coast Burger Company restaurant, milkshakes like you've never seen. That sounds really good.
I'm willing to risk the wrath of my lactose intolerance to get a milkshake.
They wanted steak and shake.
It sounded good earlier, for sure.
I'm not gonna cook.
It still sounds good.
I've
Still
only had
serving
it
over
once. Well,
Let us know if you have questions. Otherwise, we're
gonna put a bow on this stream
Sounds
present.
like we've also been doing some Instagram lives, so if you're curious about that and you want to see some
That's very behind the scenes.
Very behind the scenes. It would be followers.
Oh, we got 2 followers. Thank you.
Here, RSB Network, go check us out.
So how far away are we from our next giveaway at 2,500?
We're
That's
shy of
that's so
250.
doable.
248 more followers.
We're 248 followers.
If all of you watching right now wouldn't follow us, you'd almost get us there, and then you'd be
Yeah.
eligible for next giveaway prize. Which
It
Liz,
would
you know how
literally
great
be
the last
tomorrow.
giveaway prize was.
It was awesome.
So good.
I
Get some awesome
Not at all.
RSBN swag. A special message from all of us here at Right Side.
And they're only
You
going
don't
to
miss it.
get, as our company grows, these giveaways are going to get better and better.
Yep.
So make sure you are involved and that you're helping us reach these potentials because you might possibly be one of the winners.
Instagram at RSB Network. You can see some great behind the scenes. Our Instagram viewers were the first to know when the podcast dropped. They're the first to know when we are on our way. They're first to know. They got to see the sunset. And
They got
they
to
got
see
an
the
exclusive
sunset.
Instagram live before we did this.
They did. It was a special one.
So if you're not following us on Instagram at RSB Network, you are missing out.
Go follow, like, share with your friends, family.
DM
We
us,
appreciate
ask a
support.
question.
If
Yeah,
you don't have
for
an
sure.
Instagram, make one because it's
Do it.
great. It's really a cool little tool.
It's a great behind the scenes for what we do here. A little more unfiltered fun.
Definitely more unfiltered because like we can only really, you know, for
Unfiltered.
live on this,
Yeah.
we have to look a certain way. But like if you want to see like our true selves, like it's definitely on there.
We do Q&A. Sometimes you can ask a question, we'll answer them immediately. So you never know what you're gonna get.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, show.
Let us know if you have any last minute comments. Hi, retired person. Good to see you. Why are you laughing? What's the name?
Oh, really?
Candy Beth, so good to see you. She says dynamic team.
I know. So official.
No.
It doesn't work.
So
Oh.
I
So,
think that's all we have for tonight. You
yeah,
want to close this out?
you got it.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. We know this is about an hour long, so we really appreciate you sticking with us and your patience. I give me love talking to you all, interacting with our viewers in the Super Chat, and we really want to thank you for your donations. It's always a pleasure, a real privilege and honor to be here speaking with you guys. So, as we mentioned, be sure to tune in tomorrow as we will have all-day live coverage of the rally, the lines leading up to President Trump's march around 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss that. And again, be sure to like us and follow us on all the social medias we mentioned before. And I think that is all. So, from Panama City Beach, here in Florida, I'm Jordan Parker, joined by Liz Willis and Bailee Byers, and we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much and have a good night.
God bless and good night.
Bye, guys.
I dream of ballerinas. I don't know why. I've seen Cadillacs sailing. I was born on the shores of Chesapeake Bay, but Maryland and Virginia have faded away. And I keep thinking tomorrow is coming today, so I am endlessly waiting. And the comet is coming between me and the girl who could make it all clean. Out there in the shadow of the modern machine walks St. Robinson in his Cadillac green. Carrie, she's down in her basement, all toe shoes and twin, with a girl in a mirror who spins and she spins. From where you think you'll end up to the state that you're in, your reflection approaches and then recedes again. Well, yeah, but the comet is coming between me and the girl who could make it all clean. Out there in the shadow of a modern machine walks St. Robinson in his Cadillac dream. Go on, Charlie. have dreamed of a black car, shimmer